was this too calm? You're not my mate, and you're not my father. EJ, goodbye forever. Yeah, isn't it? Look. I could lose my temper. I could get annoyed. I could shout at them and whatever else. But if you really think about it, what are you doing? You're just raising your own blood pressure, getting yourself annoyed and angry, by just somebody trying to make money. So I got what I wanted. Their message was off my stream. He got what he thought he wanted, which was to try and make it I'm even going to blot that out on YouTube as well. I'm going to blur it so that nobody can see it. So yeah, I'm trying to be very zen today, Studley. And then save all of my energy for Wreckfest later on, for the inappropriateness that will ensue. If it is Monday, is it Monday today? I don't even know what day it is. I knew it was still. Personally, if I was you, I was always try to be Mark. Yes, exactly. There is such a thing as too much Mark, and you'll come to realise that the more and more you get to know me. Mark, when he's off form, he's kind of understated and quiet, right? Mark on form is a sarcastic tornado that will rip you to shreds. As unlike most people, I don't have a filter. But I also have the intelligence of being able to tell you exactly what I think of you in a very calm and polite manner. Because there are many ways to swear at somebody with actually out swearing. Or you can call somebody a twat without actually calling them a twat. It just becomes completely apparent. I still have not started Starfield, by the way. Okay, so bit of an update on the whole Starfield thing. My boy has been playing it, and he said that he really likes it, and he said that there may be something that I wasn't doing or understanding, right? And I said to him, like, my problem is it's not the game that was put out. And he was like, oh, no, but he actually shot people down that said it was this and that and everything else. So I decided to not care about what other people think and what I think. I think I'm just going to continue playing it through at some point. I'm not going to do it straight away because I do not need to, but the heat in my room from this weather was way too much. Yeah, no, I get you, mate. Like I said, I've been saying this all morning. I'm incredibly lucky because I have an air conditioning unit, because if I didn't, there's nowhere I could be in this room. Just no way. Yes, that would have been a non-starter. Because my room is very small. It's like 6 foot by 8 foot. And that's no real exaggeration. And it's also an awkward shape as well. So I literally just have enough space in here for my rather huge lazy boy chair and my desks and then everything on top of it. There's not a lot of floor space. Like if I need to stand up in here to do anything, we would have to take my chair out of the room. That's how small it is in here. But I'm not complaining, because this is much better than being stuck in the bedroom. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. Like I said, you know, I'm never too proud to admit that I might be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong because, you know, basically after what I turned around and said, I noticed that loads of YouTubers and streamers and stuff were echoing the same things that I was saying. So I was fairly confident I was right because it was exactly how I was feeling. But when your boy comes in and says, "Don't know, I'm playing it and I'm having a complete blast," and it's like I've got no problem with Fallout games. I like the Fallout games. I think they're great. And if they'd have turned around and said this is basically Fallout in space and whatever else, then I'd have been, yeah, all right, fair enough. But from the way I took it and the way I understood it, which seems to be the same way that a lot of people took it and was meant to understand it, it was meant to be a different type of game. So who knows? Who knows where the blame lies? All I know is it did teach me one thing, and that's never to pre-order anything ever again. No matter what shiny bauble they put with it. No thank you, I'll wait till the game's out. Because that's one thing I know I'm not wrong on. And that is to be an unpaid game tester. Because that is exactly what that is. That's all that is these days. Oh, here, have this free little bauble, this little skin or something, which actually makes no difference whatsoever. And you get to test our game, and you will tell us what's wrong with it because you've paid all this money for a game that you can't play properly. And you'll be on our forums and sending us all of these bugs so we don't have to pay a company for them to do it for us. And that you will not convince me otherwise of. Because if you think about it, it's quite genius. Why should they pay game developers when they can do this and they get you to pay extra to do it? I mean, I'm sorry, but if I was a businessman, I'd be all over that. You know? And tell me one of you out there that wouldn't have been. You know, you can sit there and take the moral high ground and say, oh no, I definitely wouldn't do that. Yeah, you would. Especially if people are willing to pay for it. Sod it. Why not? Like, I've ranted about this before, but I'll just touch upon it quickly again. But everyone's moaning about, oh, this game's paid to win, this game's paid to win, this one's got microtransactions coming out of the wazoo. Well, don't buy anything then. And if everybody don't buy anything, guess what happens to those microtransactions? Guess what happens to the pay to win games? I'll give you a little tip. I'll give you a little hint. It means that they don't do them no more because no one buys them. You ever had a favourite packet of crisps or a favourite chocolate bar or a favourite drink or cereal or whatever that all of a sudden just disappeared, and then you Google it and it's like, where can I buy that from? And it's like, oh, sorry, we had to stop production because nobody was buying it. And it's like, it's the same thing there. Yeah, you're all right, buddy. What game are you on about? Just all games with microtransactions and stuff and whatever. I'm not ranting this morning. I'm just, you know, like, it amazes me when people come up and they turn around and say this kind of stuff, and yet they're also the next one that turns around and says, oh yeah, I bought this gun in there because I wanted to get better. Oh, like Fortnite. See, okay, Fortnite is probably the only game that I can honestly turn around and say isn't pay to win. Because what do? You buy a skin that gives you no benefit whatsoever apart from looking good. And I tell you something now, hundreds of millions of people buy skins all the time. Their battle pass is perfect because yes, you can pay for it. Of course you can. But can you also get it just by grinding? Yes, you can as well. It's like the perfect thing. It's due to kids buying lots. None there, and I don't get it. It's not an amazing game. It's not an amazing game. It's not by any stretch of the imagination, but it is very highly developed, and it is very social. You know, it's not the worst game. I guarantee you now. I guarantee you this, that Fortnite is definitely a better experience player-wise than what Call of Duty is. Yeah, I don't. I used to play COD a lot. I used to love COD. And then they just kept on taking the maps and reskinning them and closing a door off and opening another one up. And then, oh, this is the new COD. Pay us the same money you just paid us for the last lot that we're going to turn the servers off for. So you can't play that one no more. So if you want to continue playing our games, you need to buy the new one. And then the yearly transitions for the new one. Because the new one's so much better than the old one. But it's exactly the same game. I don't know. Maybe I'm becoming that grumpy old man. Maybe. You know, I'm prepared to admit my flaws. Maybe I am becoming that grumpy old man, but maybe I'm not becoming. Maybe I am him. That is always a possibility. One of my few old games that I like, Medal of Honor, the first one. Yeah, Medal of Honor was good, really good. What we got here? 16. Let's do 16. Well, welcome to the club. Your cardigan jar candles will arrive soon. I like a nice hard candy. I like a Werther's Original. I'm a fan of the old Werther's Original. I don't eat them anymore, but I used to. I don't know. The problem is that people look at people from my generation, our generation, Studley, right? And they hear us make all of these opinions and they just think, oh, you just don't like change. You just don't want to move forward. And it's like, well, our generation made the last changes that your generation can now make. So to make that assumption, it would be ridiculous. And none of us have got a problem with moving forwards. I don't have a problem with moving forwards. Do you have a problem with moving forward, Studley? I have a huge problem with moving in a stupid bloody direction, which is obvious to anybody who has half a brain cell. I have a problem with that, and I'm pretty sure that you do too, Studders, right? But I've begun to see something, you know, like when he was younger, you were a productive member of society. And then as you get older, you just live in the society. You're no longer really productive to it. And you get a little bit more time to sit back and smell the roses sometimes. And yeah. Come down here. Oh. Easy. Let's come down here. Pretty sure I got that bit. Yes, I did. Just trying to figure out what I'm going to try and do for the rest of the day. I might actually just sit and watch a bit of TV, I think. What I would love to do would be to sit and play My Garage. That's what I'd love to do. And it's not particularly taxing, but I just don't feel like I could do it and actually enjoy it. I might try and stream a cake party later on with myself, my wife, Furious and Lindy, if I can manage it. And we can have a laugh on there. Oh, actually, if it is Monday, though, I'll probably be on there. Hang on, I've got to find out what day it is today. It's driving me nuts. Today is Monday, yes. So it is Wreckfest night tonight, I guess. 10, where did we go? There. I've been playing a fair amount of Hollow Cure as well. That's a free-to-play game. It's like Vampire Survivors. It's actually really good, and it's completely free. But I've begun to realise that I really like those type of games. I also downloaded on Game Pass Darkest Dungeon. That's really good. Like, I never thought I'd like a turn-based game like that. But it's kind of fun, actually. I think for years I've been kind of stuck in my ways of what games I liked and what games I sort of stuck to play. And then my friend Jimmy, he's kind of pushed me, is the perfect word. He's pushed me to start playing something different. And I've just begun to realise that I've had quite a limited gaming experience since I've been gaming. I missed out on a lot. I can't wait to feel slightly better to get into Baldur's Gate 3. I know I'm going to be late to the party on that one, but you know what? It's not about views. It's not about subscribers and whatever else. It's about actually enjoying playing it. And if I'm not going to be able to enjoy it, play it, then I'm not going to play it until I am going to be able to enjoy it. Right, that's that bit. So we've got 15, 11, 7. Actually, I think I'll do the 7 first because I've got it in my hand. Why not? There. We're doing 11 and a 15. See, Don said that I wouldn't have enough paint to do this, and yet I haven't even gone through a pot yet, and I've done half the painting. That should show you just exactly how long that these and how much they last, and the coverage of them. There. These bits done in there. Perfect. Mr. Pitbull. Oh, it was Mr. Pitbull. Oh, Pitbull, I'm so sorry.
You look a bit parched. Why don't you take a drink?
I will take a drink in just a sec. How you doing, buddy? Was that an 11? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is an 11. I just need to do this and then I will take a drink. Supplies! Yeah, sorry. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you all now, right? It's not... There's not a problem with these glasses because I put my other ones back on to see. But my eyesight has gone very blurry. Like, even when I put my old glasses on, it feels like there's a film across them. I think it's just where I'm catching up on a little sleep but still being very tired. And I'm finding it difficult to see a lot of stuff. I guess it is what it is. So my apologies, Mr. Pitbull. Where did it go there? Oh, mind, I even answered your question about the Werther's originals. I think it's because your name was in red and Studley's name was in red. I'm doing okay. Allergies are acting up and my sinuses are totally stuffed up even after a handful of meds. Yeah. Sucks. I'm very lucky. I don't... I used to be allergic to pollen. I used to have hay fever. No, it's not allergic. I don't know. And then it's kind of stopped since I moved here to Wales. Kind of went away, which I'm very grateful about because that shit was awful. And this one is a 15, which is there. We don't get to paint this baby blue one much. Is that a 15 there? It was. There we go. I feel like I need to make my own netty pot with a pressure washer and a 55-gallon drum of salt water. Yeah, no, I get you. It's definitely no fun while you're suffering with it. My boy's is that bad. He actually has to take steroids for it. They have to prescribe him a 7-day course of steroids. And once he's on the steroids, it's all gone. And it's like, well, he can't stay on steroids for the rest of his life. So what do we do about it? And like nobody seems to have an answer for it. He carries on the way he's going, he's going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was watching that Fubar about 10 minutes before I decided to stop watching that and come on here and do something productive today. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He cannot act to save his life. And when I say act, I mean like voice act. Other than, come with me if you want to live. You know, because as soon as you start giving that man dialogue, you see the glaring flaws in his acting ability. I don't care what anybody says, I am a huge fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But when you start to see him, you know, actually speak, you kind of realise, you're not that great. Not that I could do much better, but, you know. Yes, he can. Get to the chopper. Yes, exactly. The one-liners are great and played to his strengths. You know, I'm not damning the guy. You know, he's a bloody good actor. Like, you know, the physical side of stuff. However, because of his accent and he's, I don't know, he doesn't really have a lot of presence. Like when he's talking, especially in there, he don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I was like, geez, you're awful, mate. You think Kindergarten Cop? Yes. Again, it was him playing like a. Yeah, no, I'll give you Kindergarten Cop. Actually, I won't try and defend my position on that. I will give you Kindergarten Cop. But have you seen that Fubar? You'll see what I mean if you watch that. Okay, Junior is questionable in twins. Well, you know, I mean, I wasn't even going to bring that up as a defense. I figured that was just common knowledge. You know? I figured I'd let them slip. always downstairs screaming at his dog to be quiet. It's kind of amazing people that own dogs, and it's like you're literally screaming at a dog in English and getting pissed off at them because they don't understand you. It's kind of funny when you think about that. You know? It's my back is starting to get really painful again. I haven't seen, was it Fubar? No. But now you've given me less hope for his acting. Yes. Yeah, it's... Yeah, you should watch it. It's great. I mean, I'm going to continue to watch it because, you know, there are other actors in there that can do it. But I've also got that watching that one with Sylvester Stallone in it. I don't remember what it's called. I haven't actually watched an episode of it yet, but I'm going to. I don't know, I don't really get to watch a lot because when I'm not in here doing this, Arnold was never a true actor. Yes. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's a genius for what he has done. And very dedicated and whatever else.
Supplies!
Hey, Cone, how you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you in here, mate.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Do we think I'm doing all right today? Doing all right. I'm trying to do something constructive with me day. How are you doing? More to the point. That's what we're really interested in. How's your life going? Mark. Did I miss something there? No, I haven't. No, there we go. Yeah, when I'm not in here doing this or playing games or whatever else, I'm usually like not able to do much else because I'm not feeling very well. So I very rarely get to watch TV series and films and stuff. You would have thought that that would be all I would do, right? Actually, most of my time is spent on trying to find ways to get better. That's really sad to admit, but it's actually true. And the bucket of pills and potions that I've got under my bed in the bedroom, like, kind of suggests that that is exactly what it is. Which is really sad to admit, I'm not going to lie. Let me just do this bit here. I did just notice chat. What we got here? So another work day, but getting through it. You still running on Starfield? How are you getting on? I kind of stopped with Starfield because I got run into a couple of issues. One is that I felt like the game wasn't the game that we was promised for number one. Number two was, and I only found this out yesterday, that streaming the game and playing the game actually makes the game run really badly. Like, I was watching my videos back and you could see that I was barely getting like 30 FPS at some points, and I run quite a monster rig. And I assumed it was just the game. Well, which it is, obviously, but turns out that when you don't stream it, my life, it comes alive. Graphically, it looks better, it plays better. But if you try and stream it at the same time, it's like no bueno. Which is a little bit of an issue for me, considering I wanted to stream it, you know? So I don't know what to do. And I don't know about anybody else, but I've not actually seen a patch come out for it yet. I'll tell you a good movie you need to watch with Stallone in it that completely flew under the radar. What one's that, buddy? You're not going to talk about his porno video, are you? Oscar. I think I've seen that. I'm fairly sure I've seen. Do you know what? I'm going to make sure. I won't make sure yet, but can you whack that in the Discord, please, bud, in the movie thing? Because I actually want to make sure that I have seen that. That's an amazing movie. Love Oscar. Really? Okay, now I really have to make sure. Got that there. Yeah, no, I'm really going to make sure that I've watched it, or I can get it. I love movie recommendations because it's like you generally end up sticking to movies that only you like. And I pride myself on having a really eclectic taste in films, music, food, art, everything, right? And the only way that I've managed to get that is by listening to other people and at least giving films and foods and everything a try to make sure that I don't like it or I do like it, you know? Because I feel like we're kind of programmed to just like what we like and then sod everything else, you know. Oh, I don't know if I like that, and then make the preconceived notions about stuff. Oh, I don't like that, it's crap. It's like, well, have you played it? Well, no. Then how can you say it's crap? Well, I don't like stuff like that. Yeah, but you might like this. Oh yeah, but I don't. And then it's like you reach that you know, brick wall which you know you're never going to get behind. And I always feel sorry for people that are like that, because it's like you've just cut yourself off from experiencing potentially something that you could have really enjoyed. Thank you very much, Mr. Pitbull. What we got here? We got a bunch of number 3s, haven't we? Yes, which is the dark colour. It is definitely, and I say this so many times, definitely coming along. This is. I'm quite happy about that. I need a Bob Ross comment. You know, like when he puts a tree in, he goes, "Oh, we gotta have a tree, and we gotta have another one just there because everyone needs a friend, right?" It's such a nice, great thing to say. You know, and then beat the devil out the brush and something. I need some catchphrases. Because they're, oh, I think that's coming along quite well. Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm not sure that I want to be remembered for that. You know?
Supplies!
Supplies! I did drink, by the way. I mean, I think you already have one, Mark. So, well, yes, no, that is true. It's kind of funny that is one of the most recognisable things about me now is that supplies. Like I go into people's street. Even I actually, who was it? Now I need to remember the bloody name of it. I went into somebody's stream the other night because I often do it. I often go around and look at other streamers and stuff, and then if I like what they do, I'll add them to my raid list and stuff. You know, because it's nice for you guys as well. Like if I raid somebody that you never knew anything about, and you turn out to like them, because I feel like it's the right thing to do. It helps you and it helps them as well. And a lot of people don't do the whole raiding stuff purely because they're selfish. or they'll only raid their friends and stuff. And I do a lot of raiding my friends. I raid them all the time. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to raid somebody new. And honestly now, I've completely lost my train of thought with what I was saying. Oh, that's it. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Yes. It was all because of you. So, what was it? It's gone again. Oh yeah, no, that was it. I went in there and I said I raided. Did I raid them? No, I went in there and I said, you're really good at this. And they turned around and said, I recognise your name. And I don't remember which one it was now. Oh, that's really gonna bug me. And he said, yeah, I recognise your name. And I said, okay. He said, do you do like car stuff and painting and whatever? I said, yeah. I said, that's me. And then he said, you're the supplies guy, right? I just sat back and laughed to myself, and I was like, yes, I'm the supplies guy. I don't even remember when and who it was now. That's so annoying. Okay, that person, if you know who you are, please leave me a comment. I would love to give you a massive shout out, but I genuinely don't remember who you are. So if you watch my videos or you watch my VODs, please come forward and tell me who you were, because yeah. It's so annoying getting old, not being able to remember stuff. Yes, my back is really burning now. Hey, am I doing a... No, I'm not. Oh, so I thought I was going over the wrong bloody colour then. There was a 5 in it. I'm doing 3s. Should give Cone a shout out, really. Should give everybody a shout out.